Now, are you one of those people that maybe you catch yourself using words like coincidence or serendipity or synchronicity, or you might even said, wow, everything's falling into place. I know you said, wow, this is such a coincidence. I was just thinking about you. And it might not be you, could be somebody else you know who keeps attracting negative things over and over and over again. Well, guess what? Both of those reasons are because of law of attraction. So it's important for you to know what is law of attraction, how does it work, and why am I attracting the things that I am, both positive and negative. Hello, you may know me. My name is Michael Losier. You may know me from my book, Law of Attraction, 37 languages, over 2 million copies sold. My book, Law of Connection, or some of you may know me from my Oprah and Friends radio show called The Law of Attraction on Oprah and Friends that aired in 2009. So some of you know me from there. Very excited about that. Now, I have put together a training program, and it comes with worksheets. So in addition to watching the video, print off the worksheets. Now, why I'm doing the worksheets? Because I'm using accelerated learning techniques during this training. And these are techniques that help accelerate your learning. So here's my promise to you. In the next brief period of time, I'm going to teach you what you need to know and remember and say and think so you can stop attracting what you don't want and start attracting what you do want. And it's all I ask from you is to be a full participant. So write it down and say it out loud and do whatever you need to do. And what you might not know is while we're doing this training, I am tapping into all 4 ways that you can learn, which will really heighten how fast and you can apply this, the methods that I'm going to be teaching you here. So again, let's begin. So I want you to open your worksheets. I'm going to follow along with you, and let's look at the definition. The definition says, I attract to my life and business whatever I give my attention, energy, and focus to. You're thinking, I need to do 3 things. I need to give it attention, energy, and focus. Not really. You see, when I give something my attention, I'm also giving it my energy. And when I give it my energy, I'm also giving it my focus. So you don't have to do all 3 of those things. You just need to be doing one of them. And then you might say, well, that's pretty easy. You mean I only need to give it attention, energy, and focus, and I can track more of it? And I say, yes. Let's go back to the worksheets and read the rest, whether negative or positive. Now, double underline the word negative. In the next probably 14 minutes or less, you're going to fully understand why you, maybe you or somebody you know definitely, is attracting negative things, what you can say, do, and think to do differently or help them so they lessen and reduce the negativity they're attracting. So let's state the definition. I attract to my life and business, because there's no separation, whatever I give my attention, energy, and focus to, whether negative or positive. And we're going to get deeper into the negative part. You know, people love talking about law of attraction when they attract something positive. Well, guess what? Law of attraction is at work all the time, right now, right now, right now. So if you're attracting negative things, that's law of attraction. What's up with that? Well, I'm going to tell you what's up with that in this brief training video. So how does law of attraction work? Well, we're used to using the word vibe. You know, I say, if I use the word vibe, I'm really describing a mood or a feeling. And in the vibe world, there's only 2 kinds. It's either a positive vibe or it is a negative vibe. And a vibe is simply a mood or a feeling. So on your worksheet where you see the equal sign, right, a vibe equals a mood or a feeling. So if I say, wow, do I ever like the vibe here? Or I didn't like the vibe at that neighborhood or in that hotel. In other words, you are measuring vibes with these 2 vibrational meter readers. You're thinking, I don't have a vibrational meter reader. Yeah, you do. It's called your feelings. Your feelings are the indicator of the vibe that you're sending. So a vibe is a mood or a feeling. Now, what some people don't know is that the word vibe comes from the longer word vibration. So a vibe is really a vibration. So when I'm demystifying the word vibration. It's like, what's a vibration? Oh, that's easy. Second where the equal sign is, right? A vibe equals a vibration. People say, what's a vibration? Say, oh, a vibration is just a vibe, and a vibe is a mood or a feeling. So the next question is, when do you have a mood or a feeling? 3 o'clock? 2 o'clock? No, right now. When? Right now. And every time you have a mood or a feeling, you are sending one of these vibes, and you can tell by how you feel. So you know when you're sending a positive vibration by how you feel. You know when you're sending a negative vibration by how you feel. Your vibrational meter reader, which is your feelings, will tell you so. So let's look at the worksheet. Let's talk about times when you're sending a negative vibe. How about when you're worried or disappointed or complaining or noticing the things that you don't like or talking about what you don't want or worrying? When you're having those thoughts, I know they're just thoughts, Law of attraction is responding to the vibe that you send when you have those thoughts. And when is law of attraction eavesdropping? Because it's in your office, it's everywhere. It being universal energy. It is responding to the vibe that you're sending. Now, guess what? When you're positive, when you're talking about love and bliss and appreciation and gratitude and success and all the things that make you feel good, now you're now sending a positive vibration. That is the goal. Okay, now, on the worksheet, I talk about the job description for law of attraction. It has a job description. Like a lot of you, you might have a 1 or 2 page job description saying, your job duties include this and this and this and this, and you know, maybe the last item says, and anything else we want you to do, but there's a job description or a job scope. Now, law of attraction has a job description too, but it's only 2 words long. It could say help wanted if it was looking for work, and it would only need 2 words. So, the job description for law of attraction is 2 words. Say it out loud when you see it. Match vibrations. Help wanted, vibrational matcher. Now, there's no brain required with that job. With all due respect, law of attraction isn't very smart, but it's obedient. And right now, it is eavesdropping on the vibration that you're sending. And right now, you cannot not be sending one of these. Right now, you cannot not be sending one of these. Because these vibrations come from your feelings, and you have one at every moment. And as you're having that feeling, law of attraction is matching it. It doesn't have a brain. It doesn't have a consciousness. It doesn't know whether it's good or bad. It being law of attraction doesn't know if it's healthy or not healthy. It is obedient. And regardless of the vibration that you're sending, whether it's deliberate or not, or whether you're remembering, you're pretending, you're worrying, you're complaining, or getting excited, or celebrating successes, law of attraction is eavesdropping, and it's matching the vibrations, and that's how you get more, period. Let's go back to the worksheets. Fill this in. The job description for law of attraction is match vibrations. The next sentence, at every moment, I am sending a negative or positive vibration. I'll say it again. At every moment, I'm sending a negative or positive vibration. And law of attraction is responding to that vibration. And law of attraction is responding to that vibration by giving me more of the same, whether negative or positive. Okay. Well, are you curious about what the vibe is that you're sending in any area of your life? Thinking, I wonder what my vibe is about money. I wonder what my vibe, well, I can tell you. You want to know what the vibe is that they have about money? Open your wallet. It's a perfect match. You want to know what the vibe is you're having about attracting customers or clients? How's that working for you? The results that you're getting is matching the vibe that you're sending. I didn't create the law, I'm just teaching it, and I'm following the law. Because I know that law of attraction is matching vibrations, matching vibrations, matching vibrations, I want to be a deliberate sender of my vibrations. So today's training, I'm going to teach you the words that you're using that are causing you to attract negative things. And there's 3 of them. Now you might be thinking, oh, I never use those. Maybe they're not in my language. They are. They're in 37 languages, and you probably use them. Most people use them 300 times during the day, and they wonder why their life is falling apart and why they're attracting negative things. Okay, let's go back to the worksheets. We have 4 boxes. Box number 1. I want you to imagine in front of me that I have an empty box, and now I have a dictionary, and I'm going to shake the dictionary. It's going to fall into the big box. So in box number 1, I have a box of, yes, a box of words. We're going to label these boxes. So box number 1, it's a box of words. Now, I'm going to reach inside this box of words, and I'm going to pull out some words, and I'm going to put them together, and now they're going to form a thought. So the thought that I'm thinking is made up of the words that I just chose. So box number 2, box of thoughts. Very simple. Box number 1 is words. Box number 2 is thoughts. So now I have a box of thoughts. That's all they are. I'm going to reach inside the box of thoughts. I'm going to pull out a thought. Now I'm going to think about it. And you know what happens. When I think about something, it causes me to have a feeling or a vibe. So now in box number 3, label that vibes. So I had a thought. I'm giving that thought attention. That thought is causing me to send out a vibe. Beside the word vibe, write positive and negative. There's 2 positive and negative vibes. And you might be thinking, yeah, I kind of got this before, you know. I noticed that before when I was feeling negative, it was because of what I was thinking about. But now I know it's because of the words I was thinking and using. That made sense. But in comes law of attraction that takes over the fourth step. And law of attraction is eavesdropping on box number 3. So the vibration that you're sending, whether it's negative or positive or good or bad or something you don't want or do want, law of attraction doesn't care, it's obedient. Now it starts to unfold and orchestrate to bring you more of what the vibe was. So now in box number 4 is your results. Box number 4 is your results. Now there's 2 kinds of results that you can be getting. One's positive and one's negative. So in the results box, draw a positive and negative symbol. So let's go through the whole process again. Box number 1, I have a bunch of words. I pull the words together, they form a thought. Now I have a thought, I'm thinking a thought, it causes me to send a vibe. It's either positive or negative. As I'm having that thought, I'm sending the vibe, and as I have the vibe, law of attraction is matching it, and then I get more of what the vibe that I was sending. Now here's what's important. Whether you're sending the vibe deliberately or non-deliberately, law of attraction is responding to it. So we want to be more deliberate right from the very first box, which is the words. Now, my hunch is that you would be able to go to an area in your life that you'd like to change. You'd like to say, this area, money, relationships, customers, clients, my business, my job, my interview, whatever, I'm not getting the results. Now, I didn't create the rule, I'm teaching it, so hear me out. If you're attracting what you're attracting, you had to have been sending the vibration that created it. Even if you deny sending that vibration, that is the law. I didn't create it, I'm teaching it. I have to own that too. If I attracted it, I had to have sent the vibration that matched that kind of attraction. So, boy, we'd like to be able to change that. Now, below the 4 boxes, you'll see a round circle. And in that round circle, I want you to write the word vibe reset. That round circle. Vibe reset. So now you got a vibe reset button. And every time that you notice that you're attracting something that you don't want, you can say, hopefully you'll be able to say it thinking, I must be sending a negative vibe because I just attracted something that I didn't want. I'd like to reset my results. Let's work backwards. If you want to reset your results, you need to reset your vibe. And if you want to reset your vibe, you need to reset your thought. And if you want to reset your thought, you need to reset the words. And earlier I said there's 3 words that are causing you to attract what you don't want. We're going to turn to the next page. Top of page 3, here's the 3 words that, yes, probably you too, are using that cause you to attract negative things. I'm going to remind you, whatever you give your attention, energy, and focus to causes you to send the vibration of it. And when you send the vibration of it, law of attraction cannot not match it. Here's the 3 words, one at a time. The first word is don't. The next word is not. And the next word is only 2 letters long. It's no. Don't, not, and no. Well, those words themselves aren't negative. But every time you use them, you just brought attention to what you didn't want to bring attention to. So when you say, I don't want this to be difficult, you gave attention to difficult. I don't want to play telephone tag today, you just gave that attention. I don't want to be rejected today. I don't want my clients to cancel. Don't slam the door. Don't drink and drive. Don't do drugs. Don't beat up your brother. Don't get your clothes dirty. Don't forget your homework. Every time what you say what not to do, you just gave it attention, energy, and focus. And law of attraction doesn't know whether you want it or don't want it. It doesn't care because it doesn't have feelings. It is like a machine. Here's a vibration, match it. Here's a vibration, match it. Here's a vibration, match it. So when you talk about what you don't want, you gave it attention, energy, and focus. But this is easy because I'm going to teach you how to reset. I'm going to teach you how to reset the vibe of what you don't want, but we have to go back and reset the thought. And the way we reset the thought, we're going to go back and reset the words, and the 3 words are don't, not, and no. And every time you use them, and you will, here is the reset sentence, write it right underneath the boxes, is so what do I want? So what do I want? So you might be thinking, oh, I don't want to be late. Thinking, oh, so if I don't want to be late, what do I want? Oh, I want to be on time. You might be talking to somebody and say, don't forget. Thinking, oh, if I don't want them to forget, what do I want? Remember, Every time you use the word don't, not, and no, every sentence in the whole world that has the word don't, not, and no can be reframed in relanguaged by saying, so what do I want? And the more you talk about what you do want, the more you give it attention, energy, and focus. And then you stop attracting what you don't want. This is the first step. Even before you can be deliberate with law of attraction, you've got to clean up the overall vibe. So when you're attracting something you don't want over here and over here and over here, those little agitations add up, and now you've got a little negative vibe around you. You can't place an order to law of attraction clearly or cleanly with that vibe. This is why this is the very first part of the process. Eliminate the words don't, not, and no. And every time you use them, think of the word sentence, so what do I want? Back to the worksheets. When the words change, well, guess what? Then the thought changes. So when I say, don't forget, and now I say, what do I want? Remember. You see, when the words change, now the thought changed. Now I'm giving it attention to remembering. When I give attention to remembering, I send the vibration of remembering, and that becomes my results. You don't want to lose your keys. How many times have you might have said that, and then you lose your keys? What you can say now is, what a perfect match that was. Back to the worksheets. I can only hold one vibration at a time. This is so important. So as law of attraction is eavesdropping on you, what is the vibration that it's sending? Is it matching the vibration that you're sending when you're complaining about what you don't want, or worrying about what you don't want, or remembering the things that you didn't like or didn't want? Or are you giving attention to what you do want? So my book is divided into two sections. The first section is how to stop attracting negative things. We just did that training session. The second section is the 3-step formula for deliberate attraction. I'm going to leave you with this and tell you what the 3 steps are. And in my next video, which you'll also find on my website at HangoutWithMichael.com, it is for people that have been practicing law of attraction, but there's a step that they're missing, and you'll be able to listen to that as well. So here's the 3-step formula. Step number 1. Identify my desire. By the way, once you get your negative vibe cleaned up, because now you've changed the word and language, now it's time to attract what you do want. If you were going to order something from the catalog, you need to know what you want. So the very first step in using law of attraction is, what do I want? So in the next video, I go through the whole training program on how to do that. Now I know what I want, I got a list. Well, guess what? It's not enough. Number 2 says, step number 2, I need to give it my attention, energy, and focus. Why do I need to do that? Well, you learned that today. If you have a desire and you tuck that desire in the drawer and you never look at it, you're not giving it attention, energy, and focus. So you're not sending the vibe, and the only way to attract anything is to send the vibe of it. Step number 1, what do you want? Step number 2, give it attention, energy, and focus. Step number 3, the most important step in the formula is allow it, or allowing. I know some of you are good at desiring what you want and giving it attention. You've been praying, you've been making collages, you've been doing dream boards, you've been doing so much to give it attention, but you haven't allowed it in. So in the next video, we're going to talk about that. So here's your homework. Share this with somebody. Teach somebody else in your life or workplace about the use words don't, not, and no. Ideally, they'll be open to the information that you want to share with them, and you practice it first. You notice what the changes, so when you teach this to other people, it'll make sense to you and to them of the results that you've got. My hunch is that my voice will be in your head over the next few days, and in doing so, it'll be part of the brain training that I did for you today. To summarize everything, whenever you use the word don't, not, and no, you just brought attention to what you didn't want to bring attention to. And law of attraction doesn't know whether you want it or don't want it, or whether it's good or bad for you. It's obedient. So be more deliberate about what you're including in your vibration, by being more deliberate about what you're including in your thoughts, by being more deliberate about what you're including in your words. And the fastest, quickest way to change your vibration is to change the words that you're using. And when you and people use the word don't, not, and no, you just brought attention to what you didn't want to bring attention to. Now, you cannot not hear my voice say, so what do you want? Because when you go from what you don't want to what you do want, the words change. And when the words change, the thoughts change. And when the thoughts change, the vibes change. And I can only have one vibe at a time. And now as I'm holding the new vibration of what I desire, the obedient law of attraction is starting to unfold and orchestrate evidence of my desire because I held the vibration. Let me know below what you thought about this video. Make sure you sign up for video number 2. You can go to my website, HangoutWithMichael.com.